Imagine living in a house that you absolutely hate. It is too small and it's damp. It's always too cold and you're always uncomfortable in it. You hate the color of the walls and the smell makes you sick. The toilet doesn't flush and there's no hot water. This house is your home, but you know it isn't. You don't feel at home in it. And more than anything, you'd want to leave. Besides the house itself, you also hate the town the house is situated in. You don't feel welcome there. The people always stare at you, and the streets give you shivers. You wish you could move. Not to another town nearby or somewhere else in the country. No, you want to migrate. Everything about this country, the weather, the people, the culture, drive you insane. You are trapped in a country you don't like, in a town you hate even more, and in a house you despise. So, leave. That's the answer, right? Just go away. You know where you want to go. Across the borders to a city so welcoming in your own warm, cozy, and comfortable home. Only how to get there. You can't just leave. You have a job here that pays only just enough to keep that rotten roof over your head. Not to mention all that paperwork you'd have to do in order for you to migrate. All those visas, passports, integration courses, plane tickets, etc. Plus, you'd have to learn a new language, adapt to a new culture, have to find a job there, get a mortgage, and then buy the house. It's so much work. But you just know you'll be happy there. You're willing to go through all of that if that means you will finally have a place you can call home. But in the meantime, you are still trapped in your cold, awful house in that dreadful town in the country you don't like. You work hard. All your life you've been working hard to get out of there. You've been saving money, lots of it already. And maybe not too long from now, your dream can finally come true. But until that happens, you do your job and come home to your house. You've put a few posters up on those hideous walls since you aren't allowed to repaint them or knock down a wall. All you can do is hang up a few posters and shift furniture. You're doing whatever is possible to turn that hovel of a house into something less uncomfortable, knowing it could never be your home. And when those suffocating walls closing around you, you go outside, fresh air. Those are the moments closest to freedom, not having those walls around you, not being trapped in that house. But the fresh air you breathe doesn't even come close to the kind of freedom you crave. People still stare at you. The air is still gray. The town is still not your home. Every day, though, you work hard to get out of there. Every day you cry and wish and pray it were different. And you're a fighter. It's a long way out of this dump and across the borders, but you'll give it your all. Some don't make it. The loneliness and grief overwhelms them. Not to mention that everyone else in that town feels right at home and doesn't understand what you go through. But like I said, you're a fighter. It will take years, but you'll get there. Some people are born in the right houses, in the right towns. Others have to fight for it. This is my story of dysphoria. The house resembles the body you're trapped in. You can manipulate your body with binders and prosthetics, just like you can hang up posters and shift furniture, but you're still not at home in your body. The town resembles that you're still stuck. No one understands you, no matter how much you manipulate your body or how many people use the right pronouns. You're still not at home. The dream house far away is the body you want. It's not around the corner, no, it's a long journey. You have to learn a new language and new cultural ways, those of the opposite gender or of another gender. Other things are expected of you when you transition, and as much as you are willing to do it, it is still hard. All the hard work of saving money and handling paperwork resemble the transition itself. It is expensive and hard work. It takes a long time and it's scary, and as much as you want it, you never know exactly where you're going to end up. The long years living in that awful house resemble the years in which you are in the closet, or the years in which you still have to wait before you can finally start your transition. Dysphoria is underrated. Which is why I wrote this, to make those who don't experience it understand what it's like. Like I said, some don't make it. This is a horrible truth. For some, the dysphoria, both physical and social, becomes too much, or the waiting they do in that awful house takes too long, and so they take their own lives without ever crossing their border. Besides dysphoria, there is still a lot of discrimination and incomprehension, which can also push people over the edge. But I hope this story will create more understanding and respect for those dealing with dysphoria.